Good morning, my friends. It's Teresa from Star Stylist Homestead. I have to watch this because it's blinking and I don't know why. And if it goes off, I'm going to be really mad because it's all charged up. Anyway, it's going to be another hot day today. Another hot day. Today, I have a friend coming over. I'm going to clip and dip with him. I love this guy. He's so awesome. As long as it doesn't rain. I went down and checked my plants last night to see if I needed to water because we didn't get the rain yesterday. And they were still pretty wet from all the rain we've had. So I skipped out, and it's supposed to rain again today. If it doesn't, I will water this afternoon. But so anyway, today I was going through my memories on Facebook this morning, and I'm like, wow, 4 years ago today was my second chemo treatment. And I'm like, wow. At the time I thought, oh, before I know it, it'll be a year. And it wasn't before I knew it. That was a long year. But now I'm at 4 years. I had just started losing all my hair, and it was a rough year, but God got me through it, and I give him all the glory because he got me through it. But yeah. So my salsa came out amazing. I love it. Yesterday I went down and I got, I don't know, 6 more tomatoes, and I'm like, oh, and I had like 3 left in the house. So I think I'm going to make another batch of it this week. If I can get a few more tomatoes off that tomato bush, I'm going to make another batch. Because I don't want to waste those tomatoes, and I don't want to just eat them. I want something for later. And cucumbers. I got 3 more cucumbers, and that cucumber bush, whew, that thing is blowing up, and even the little ones weren't doing all that great. I'm still getting cucumbers off them. I got like, I don't know, 6 or 7 on each one coming in right now, so hey, I'm happy with it. And my other tomato, the purple heart or whatever they're called, those are growing nice out there. My squash so far, knock on wood, is coming up after losing it in that storm. Alright, before I go any further, I'm going to check and see if this video has volume. If it does, I'll come back on. If not, oh. Alright, friends, it says I have volume. Sorry, dropped my glasses. So I'm going to continue. Not sure. I don't particularly like not having the light on because I won't know until I stop this video, but whew, it is getting warm out here. So anyway, it's been a great year so far. I mean, we actually had a spring, and although I was complaining I can't get in the pool because the water's so cold, well, now I can. And it's not so cold anymore. Yesterday was 86. It was perfect. Just enough chill to it to be like, woo, but it made that 92 or 93 degree weather feel like it was 80. I know my sister-in-law's jonesing because it's hot up there. She said it was in the 90s this week up there, and she's camping. Plus she has a trailer with air, thank God, but she loves just sitting by the fire. Not that I'd be having a fire at 90 degrees, but whatever, to each his own. I just assume have my air conditioner. Thank you, Lord, the man who invented that. Because I couldn't imagine. Well, and I couldn't imagine living down here with no pool. Matter of fact, I probably wouldn't. And my husband wanted to move to Florida a few years back, and I'm like, no siree. Nope. It's hot enough here. I wouldn't want to go that far. No. And I love this little area. I mean, yeah, we have our problems out here, but for the most part, I mean, doesn't everybody? You're going to have the criminals no matter where you go. And we're in a gated community. I say we just lock the criminals in. But anyway, if they want to get in here, they're going to get in here. I mean, it's not like this gated community has gates that are 18 feet high. They don't. I could jump over it, and there ain't no jumping in my world. And have the flies been bad where you are? Oh my word, the flies and the gnats. They're driving me up a wall. And I usually keep my back door cracked open for my cats so that they can come in and out, because I don't want them stuck out in the heat. Although I'm here all the time, so all I have to do is look at the door. If they're there, I let them in. But if I'm busy doing something, I don't want them stuck out here, heat or cold. But now I keep them in the house. I'm like, nope, it's too hot out there, and I'm not keeping the door open. My door. Every time I wash it, Kaimani comes over. He loves touching that door. It is a mess right now, so I got to go clean it again. But that's okay. Signs of life, right? I love it. And that little booger yesterday, we were in the pool all day yesterday, and he's not afraid of anything. And I was watching him, and Brittany was standing right there, and that little booger, he comes up and down the ladder, and he has his floats on and whatnot. He comes down first step of the ladder, jumps in the pool. He's 2.5. He'll be 3 in September, end of September. And I'm like, don't jump off that ladder. That's a no. You either get in the water or you get out of the water. You're not jumping off the ladder. So he just looked at me and smiled, whatever, and started swimming. And he loves it. As long as his floats are on, he just takes off. Crazy. Paddles his feet. Well, about 10, 15 minutes later, he walked up on the deck. And, you know, I don't want him falling, so my eyes are always on him. Mine and Brittany, you know. And he just walks up the ladder, walks around the handle of the ladder, and goes like this and gets... I said, don't you dare. And he just looked at me. I said, don't you jump in that water. He was going to jump into that water from the side of the pool, off the deck. And I'm like, oh my God, that child. And he didn't. He turned around, came back down the ladder, jumped off the second to the bottom step. And I'm like, you little booger butt. So then, after hours of being in the pool, we got out. Kamani was just sitting on the ladder. Ended up with a cup that he had been drinking a drink out of earlier, and just pouring water all over him. It was so cute. And I had just gotten my shorts on. I still had my top on, but I got out of my bottoms, and I was standing over next to the pool. He comes running over, and we all got out of the pool, so we took his floats off. Starts walking down the stairs, and I went to grab his arm to say, no, you're not going back in the water. He's like, yeah, you want to make a bet? That child literally jumped in the pool. Brittany was standing over here. She had just dropped her towel. He jumped in, went right under. Brittany jumped in over the side of the pool as I'm running down the stairs. We both grabbed his arm at the same time, each arm. And she hauls him up, and he's like, she says, that little booger, he held his breath and everything. He just didn't cry, nothing. Which is why he's never allowed out here by himself. You know, just anything could happen. But yeah, he's not afraid of anything. You gotta be careful with kids. I mean, I really want to have a gate put up there. Just because, you know, you turn around 1 second. Had we turned around, he would have been in that water by himself. But we literally have to keep our eyes on him at all times, because you never know. Oh, a bumblebee. So anyway, this just a little chit-chat. I'll upload you and go on with my day. And by the way, tonight, I'm not going to eat it. I love salmon. So I'm cooking stuffed salmon, but I'm doing mine in the oven, or maybe in the Ninja, so I don't have to turn my oven on. My husband wants it smoked. I could smoke cucumbers and that guy would eat them. He's crazy. But he loves the smoker, and it's totally worth it because that thing, that cooks your food fast, and it is really good. And that chicken I made, that was really good. And even where it looked all burnt on top, it wasn't hard and crusty like it looked. It was soft. And I didn't baste it or anything. I just threw it, and it wasn't even covered in aluminum foil. It looked nasty, but boy, that was good, and they mowed that. I had just a little piece of the end and had my chicken from the oven for dinner, but yeah, they loved it. And you know salmon takes like -3 seconds to cook. So I'm going to put that smoker, I'm not even going to fill the basket with the pellets because it's going to be really quick to cook that. So I don't know if I should put the stuffing in there though. Oh, we'll see. I'll ask him. But that's what I'm cooking tonight, Joanne. I think it was Joanne that asked me if I smoked salmon yet. I'll taste his, just see what it tastes like. But I love salmon. My son doesn't like it. I bought 4 nice sized pieces, and he's like, I'll have chicken nuggets tomorrow. I said, yup, because I'm not cooking anything else. It's just going to be salmon. I don't know what I'm going to cook with it, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, I hope everybody had a happy and safe 4th of July. It was nice. We did ours the weekend before, obviously. But the fireworks, oh, they can't do them just on one night. Those fireworks went off all week long, and that night was, 11:30, somebody was down our road blowing them off. I'm like, come on, really? It's not New Year's Eve. You don't blow them off at midnight. And then it gets the dogs going next door, although I think they were in the house that night. But you hear all the other animals around here. People just don't think of the animals. You know, they're afraid too. My cats don't like it. Junior, I luckily got him in because he'll hide outside. But he came up and I snagged him and brought him in the house, and he was even underneath my bed. Usually he sleeps right next to me, and nope, he don't like that noise. And then he came up because they stopped for a while and tucked himself right in under my covers and everything. And usually he'll just stretch out, but then they started blowing him off again, and he's like, oh my God. And he tucked himself, crammed right underneath me and just laid there and fell asleep with me. I'm like, you are crazy, cat. I love my cats. I used to have 14 of them, if I didn't tell you that before, and not by choice. I had 2 original cats, and they both passed. My Hopi, I had to put her down. She was 19 years old, but she was losing so much weight, and the vet said, you're lucky because this breed of cat usually lasts about 13 years. And I said, that's because I take care of my animals. You know, if they get sick, they go to the vet. Just like if my child got sick, he went to the doctor. You know, that's my babies. And then my other cat, Fluffy, she just got old and she passed. And then I ended up getting my next door neighbor's cat that was outside, kept coming to my house. I ended up bringing it in, and that cat got pregnant. Before I could have her fixed, she'd be pregnant again 4 times in 1 year. 4! I got rid of 2 of her litters. Ended up with all the rest of them. Nobody else wanted them. I had them all fixed. I finally found a vet that would fix her, and at 6 weeks, or almost 6 weeks, because she was still nursing. And they fixed her and all the cats. And when a stray comes up, because I've ended up with a few of those, if they're here more than a week and they come up to me, they go to the vet and get fixed. I don't care if it's your cat, then you keep it in your house or you take care of it. But we don't need all those animals around this neighborhood. So now I'm down to 3. No, 4. One of them's an outdoor cat. She refuses to come in. And she's one of those litters. She hates it in the house. But if it's storming or really cold, I snatch her up and bring her in. Because I just feel bad. But she'd be happy outside. That's crazy. But I feel bad. If I'm cold out there, she's cold out there. But anyway, enough about my cats. My babies. So I'm going to let you go. I'm hoping that this thing stayed on. If not, anyway, you guys have a great weekend. I hope you're able to stay cool and have some nice weather. Be with family. Enjoy life. Because nobody's promised tomorrow. So, thanks for being here, guys and gals and friends. And I will chat with you again soon. I'll do my video tonight of smoking that salmon. I'm sure it ain't going to be long. That's for sure. Don't have to do much to it. So you guys have a great weekend. I'll see you again in the next video. Like and subscribe. And I'll talk to you again soon.